Another video blog here today here for Wrangler Riders. Trying to figure out lots of different things here within our riding community. How do we want to build trails? What kind of vehicles do we want those trails to be designed for? And who are we addressing? These are some pretty fundamental core values that Wrangler Riders is trying to establish. We have a pretty good idea of what those vehicles are going to be. I can tell you what we don't want, and that's gravel roads. And we don't necessarily want to represent the entire 4x4 community. Those types of vehicles that are too large, either too wide, too heavy, too long, make it very hard to make sustainable trails for. The short wheelbase, solid front axle, lock them up, load up and go. Those are the trails that are the most challenging, the most sustainable. They require the least amount of property, and they're the most fun. That's really what we're trying to accomplish here, is putting together a system of trails and parks that are sustainable, that are sellable to land managers, and can be used for generations to come without a huge amount of expense. The membership, we're also trying to figure out that universal membership. So we want to have clubs, chapters. For every riding area we have, we need a local representation for the wheeling community. A trail system will not survive without a local club to manage it. I'm sorry, there's no government agency that can run things with the heart and the passion that a club can. And I don't care how much money you throw at it. Without people who are dedicated and passionate to a riding area, the riding area will fail. You get a few bad apples up there and you get the wrong people, within that network, and the trail system it fails. We want to prevent that. But not at the expense of having somebody have to join, 10, 15 different chapters and blow $1,000 on memberships. If we can, keep everything universal like that. So while I don't think we have the final formula figured out just yet, I think that we're on the right track. And by getting as many people together as we can, that's going to help put a lot of eyeballs on some of this paper and get a lot of dialogue going to what does need to happen. It's really disheartening when you see people that are leaving, like these clubs that are in Wisconsin, and they don't, nobody's advocating for getting more trails or parks. It's like they gave up. It's a hard battle. It's not easy, but to continually ride out of Wisconsin, to continually direct tourism away from our local riding areas, our local businesses, our local land management, that kind of stuff is really disheartening for someone like myself. And it only fuels the fury to drive it further. So these are the thoughts and things that I spend a lot of time contemplating behind the windshield of my Wrangler. How do I get more local riding areas? How do we work together to create systems, that would work universally to get more trail and park access? And so, these are the battles that we're fighting every day within our community to try to come up with more places to ride, and that are closer and more fun and more educational and safer, but to increase one's skill in driving a road legal four-wheel drive. That is really the lightning bolt that fuels this thing. So anyway, this is just a daily blog here from the back end of Wrangler Riders, trying to create more trails in Wisconsin and putting together the network to make that happen. Every day, we get a little bit better. Thanks for watching.